Hi, this is Gabriel from NutCracker, the ultimate tools for your central lock wheels. In this video, I would like to show you the latest addition to our family of central lock tools, NutCracker PRO. The Pro isn't an ordinary impact tool. Using such tools on street legal central locks is prohibited, as they are made of aluminium which can't withstand the impact. The Pro generates its twisting force using torque multiplication, the very same principle found in our manual option, the NutCracker HD. This tool, however, is computer controlled, which ensures you always stop tightening at the correct torque value preset in the menu. Also, being the fastest tool in the market, you can be done with each wheel in under a minute. Now let me show you how this works. There's a switch between tightening and loosening above the trigger, just like you're used to with any such power tools. Pull the trigger shortly to start the tool. There are two takes on loosening, with limited loosening angle or with virtually unlimited loosening angle of 36,000 degrees. You can simply adjust the loosening angle using the arrows on the gun. I will show you both scenarios here. Leaving the loosening angle limited allows for no change of settings between loosening and tightening, but requires multiple pulls of the trigger. Setting the virtually unlimited loosening angle brings the benefit of continuous loosening, but it brings the necessity to set back the limited loosening angle for the tightening sequence, unless, of course, you're comfortable with just eyeballing the loosening angle during tightening. To loosen the central lock nut, begin by using the tiny tool supplied with your car to remove the cap. Now attach the central lock socket. You will hear and feel it click in place. Attach NutCracker PRO to the socket, keeping in mind the bolted-in position. Pull and hold the trigger. Depending on which loosening option you choose, you may need to pull the trigger repeatedly. When you move on to tightening, just move the switch above the trigger to respective position and pull the trigger shortly. In the tightening menu, you will see several values to set. T stands for tightening torque. The Pro comes preset to the correct value of 600 Nm for Porsche central locks, but it can handle up to 1000 Nm. Next is tightening angle. Leave this at 0 turns and 0 degrees, as this may otherwise lead to tightening stopping prematurely before torque target is reached. Third line, the R, stands for retraction angle. That is how much the reaction arm will move back after tightening is completed. You need at least 3 degrees for easy tool removal. Attach your Pro to the socket and make sure the switch above trigger is set to tightening and all values are set correctly. Pull and hold the trigger until the tightening sequence is completed. You will see the actual torque value reached on the display. After initial tightening, you must loosen the nut by 90 degrees and retighten again. When you start loosening, you will notice the reaction arm first needs to move between the wheel spokes, and only then the actual loosening begins. Depending on your wheel design, you may want to add up to 30 degrees on top of the desired 90 degrees of loosening angle to compensate for this movement between the wheel spokes. Now pull and hold the trigger again, and the tool will stop loosening at the defined angle. Move the switch to tightening again, pull and hold the trigger, and once the tightening sequence is completed, you're done. As you can see, you don't even need to brake your wheels when using the Pro. It doesn't really get any easier than that. Thank you for watching. You will find all details at nut-cracker.com.